Hi everyone! So I've tried to do the intro for this video so many times and I don't really know the best way to say it. I'm doing Ariana Grande's look from the One Love Manchester concert. You guys know the horrific events that recently happened in Manchester and also what happened in London and what's happened in Paris and what's happened in Nice, and like, you know, these kind of occurrences, these bombings or these attacks that happen are just so horrific, and it's such a scary time that we live in. And just remember, we are resilient. You know, God forbid any of my viewers have lost people in any of these attacks. Like, that just is so sad to me. Like, I seriously don't even know what to say in that case. I don't have words. We are all affected by it. So I wanted to do a video kind of talking about that and just maybe hopefully put a smile in your face, maybe hopefully make you think more positively about things. You know, the One Love Manchester concert for me really reaffirmed all those things. It was such a celebration of life, of freedom, of artistry, of music, and so I wanted to dedicate this video to that. I also wanted to let you guys know that all the proceeds that I earned from this video through AdSense revenue, I'm going to be donating to the One Love Manchester charity. I'm not going to be earning any money from this video for myself. It's all going to be donated to that cause, and if you want to donate to that cause yourself, I will of course have a link for it below. So of course I'm doing Ariana Grande's look from the concert, which I thought was so beautiful, and she just did a great job. I loved her rendition of Over the Rainbow at the end. You could tell she got like so emotional, and it was just, oh my God, like so touching and just so wonderful. So that's the look I'm doing. I hope you guys really like this video, and let's get started. All right guys, so I've already started off the look. I did my foundation and stuff, but I'll just show you guys what I used. I used the Bobbi Brown Intensive Skin Serum Foundation. Honestly, I'm not really like loving this foundation. Whatever, I have this on, but it's not my absolute favorite. Just wanted to be real with you guys, and I'm gonna be using this eyeshadow stick by Kiko Milano, and this is in the shade 03. They make really great eyeshadow sticks that are very affordable, and they're very long lasting, so they're like, you could wear them at the beach even, like they're waterproof. And this is like a really nice bronzy shade because Ariana Grande has this kind of bronzy, very warm bronze eyeshadow look. It's kind of like her signature look. Actually, she wears that in a lot of her performances and stuff as well. So then I'm going in with my Urban Decay Naked palette. This feels like so retro. I haven't used this palette in a tutorial in a while, but you can actually do this whole look with this palette because there's shades in here that would totally work for this look. I'm gonna be using this one and the Chocolate Bar just because I like the different nuanced shade a little bit better in the other one. For the lid color, I'm gonna be using one from another palette, but for that you could totally use Smog. But I'm gonna go in with Naked from here. This is like a matte light brown, just to add a little bit of definition there, just a little bit of depth and warmth with just a big fluffy brush. So who watched the One Love Manchester concert? I watched the end of, I didn't actually really know about it, to be honest, but then everybody was like tweeting, so I caught like the last half of it. I think I didn't watch like the first few performers, but I watched like the end, and there was some really great performances, and I think it's so great how they all like came together. Make a stand against violence in general. I don't want to say terrorism because I feel like, I don't know, I'm just gonna say violence because, you know, let's keep things in perspective. I mean, we live in such a wonderful society here I mean, I don't live in England, but you know, we have so many privileges in the Western world. You know, don't let that just be ruined, and don't start to like lose faith in humanity. So now I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. Oops, what? Oh my goodness. The magnet is attaching to my earring. That was kind of an unforeseen thing. That was kind of funny. All right, so I actually mixed these two shades together. These two in the palette are called Hazelnut and Creme Brulee, and I'm going to layer that down on the lid. And this one has like a really nice shimmer. It did look like Ariana had some shimmer. I couldn't tell if it was like shimmer or actually glitter. I don't think it was glitter. It might have just been like a glitter flecked eyeshadow, but I'm not really fond of that. And this is such a great palette. Honestly, this is like one of my go-to palettes when I don't know what to do. It's like grab this and just slap something on. It pretty much always looks good. I used this color. This is called Salted Caramel, and it's like just a slightly warmer shade, and just kind of warm up the crease a little bit just because Ariana loves her like warm, chocolatey, bronzy, warm tones on her lid. I was actually in London the day after, I think it was the day after the Manchester attack, always on my mind when I was there. And it does kind of make you afraid. And, you know, there's been so many attacks recently in London, but just remember, like, criminality has always existed in our world. There's always been, you know, things like that happening. It doesn't mean that it's not, you know, important. It doesn't mean that, you know, we should just accept it and that's just how it is. The way the press handles it is just so wrong. Like, they make it, I think they make it worse, because when I was over there, it was like non-stop on TV. It was like all on every single channel. That's all they talked about all day. And, you know, I get that obviously this is something that should be talked about, and it's not just something like, oh, by the way, some people died. And the amount of publicity that these attacks get mean for the terrorist that they have really done a great job. Like, they must think like, wow, they've been really successful with all the press they're getting. So it kind of gives them more publicity the more that we cover it. I don't know what the best answer is, but I feel like giving it so much publicity is only going to encourage more terrorist acts, because that will draw more attention to their cause, whatever insane cause they feel that they have. Bombings and stuff have sadly always been a part of our society, in the world in general. Like, that has always happened. I know that sounds like terrible. I'm not trying to say like, let's not make a big deal of it, but I don't know. I just feel like the press overreacts, and that probably makes terrorists feel like they have done a great job, and it only probably encourages them to do more. I don't know. It's very just sad. The whole thing is just sad, and I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like the way it's being covered is not good. So for the lower half on this lower lash line, I think she just had like a very light dusting of powder, but nothing like crazy. So I'm gonna go in with this shade here, Milk Chocolate, and maybe mix that a little bit with the Salted Caramel. Lightly dust some of that on the lower lash line. Hang on, do I curl my lashes now or later? Yeah, I'm gonna curl them now, because I feel like it's hard to do it later when I have the liner on. So for the liner, I'm gonna be using this Urban Decay 24/7. It's like a liquid liner. I feel like this is very similar to the NYX liquid liner. Honestly, like, save yourself some money and get the NYX liquid liner. It looks like virtually exactly the same, and I think I might actually like the NYX one a little bit better. I'm gonna do like a very extended, or just like a very thick winged liner, because that's the look that Ariana loves. I was really hoping for an Oasis reunion, actually, when Liam Gallagher, first I thought it was Noel Gallagher. I find it hard to tell them apart, but when Liam Gallagher came on stage, I was just waiting for Noel to come out and be like, yay, Oasis reunion. All right, and always a trick when you do liquid liner is have a fan or something next to you so that you can quickly dry it. So for the lashes, I'm gonna be using this mascara by MAC, and this is the False Lashes. So on the lower lashes, I'm gonna be using the Falsies Push Up Angel Mascara by Maybelline, and I actually like this more for the lower lashes. And just to kind of brighten up my eyes, I'm gonna use like a nude colored liner on the inner rim, on basically the waterline, just to kind of like, I don't know, just helps to brighten my eye. So for lashes, I'm wearing these ones by Violet Voss, and these are called Dolls Just Wanna Have Fun, because Ariana definitely had some very full lashes going on. I'd really love to know what lashes were used on her, because they looked really pretty and fluttery. I don't think I really have something exactly like that. I think these look kind of similar though. They're very kind of fluttery as well, but very full. Like, she wears really full lashes. So Ariana Grande has almost like a very warm olive tone. I think she's of Italian background, and I obviously don't have the same skin tone as her, but her face was like very, very warm and rich tones on her face. So I'm going to try and mimic that look using this palette by Kat Von D. This is the Shade and Light. I feel honestly like these are supposed to be like contouring powders, but honestly I feel like they're very warm toned, especially on me. So I'm going to use this middle color and kind of warm up my face. Actually, this to me almost looks like a bronzer. Like, this does not look like a contour on me, make my face look almost sun-kissed. It's almost like a bronzer on me, to be honest. I actually initially decluttered this palette, but then I took it back because I do actually like this middle color, but that's pretty much the only color. I'm just using a really soft brush. You can see how that's giving just a very diffused kind of look to everything, very diffused. So to those of you who did watch the concert or the stream, I mean online, Which one was your favorite performance? I really like Coldplay. I like Liam Gallagher, although I didn't really love the songs that he picked to play it. The slightly darker shade that's in here and just more of an angled brush, and I'm just going to kind of add a little bit more shade right here. Like this one is definitely more gray tone, so this one is definitely going to give you like a shadowy look. So for the highlight, Ariana definitely had this like shimmery golden highlight on her cheekbones. It was really pretty when the light caught. I speak English. I'm gonna be using this highlighter here by Makeup Geek, and this is called Midnight Sun on a fan brush. Like, look at this. Oh, it's so pretty. Has like a really pretty golden shimmer, really nice. And what I'm gonna do is kind of just like blend it down. Now on me, gold doesn't look as great, I think, as it would look on a darker skin tone, because on me, I feel like sometimes it isn't quite light enough. But for this look, like, gold is definitely what she wore. You know, I'm just gonna grab a little bit of this and just stick it right here under my eyebrow. This is so unusual for me. I don't usually go for these golden tones on me. But actually, now that I have it on, I really like it. I'm gonna just blend everything together, like just very seamlessly, using a buffing brush. This one is by NYX, actually. So for the lips, now I am willing to put my hand in the fire to bet that Ariana Grande does have lip injections. So it's really hard for me to like totally mimic that look because my lips are natural. So I'm never going to get that exact look like Ariana, but I'm gonna show you maybe how to fake it to get a very similar result. They kind of go a little bit outside the lip line to line her lips. And it was a much darker color than her actual lipstick. So it's kind of like almost like a 90s look. So I'm going to try and mimic that. Now I know that might look kind of weird to some, but that's really what she wore, and I'm just trying to recreate her look. I'm gonna use this lip liner here by MAC, and this is called Pink Treat. It's a cream stick liner. And I know that's not like everyone's cup of tea. So if you don't like that look, then just follow your natural lip line. What I do is when I overline, I kind of go outside the line here and at the top, but on the corners, I try to match up my natural lip line. Otherwise, your lips tend to look like here and here really thick, which is not really what you want. So when I'm here, I kind of go back onto my normal lip line. So for the lipstick, she had this kind of medium pink tone on her lips. I'm gonna be using this one by Makeup Forever. This is the Rouge Artist Intense number 32. It's really pretty. This is actually one of my favorite like pink lipsticks that I bought shortly after my wedding, actually. And I wish I had worn this one on my wedding day, actually. And I'm just gonna apply it straight to the bullet and then blend with a brush. Okay, and the last thing that she had on her lips was either a gloss or a glitter or a lip topper, because there was definitely something else on her lips. It wasn't just straight up matte. So this is always the thing. It's like a matter of just guessing what was used, because honestly, like, I don't have a full product list or anything. I'm just gonna use gloss, Lancome Juicy Tubes Jelly, and this is just like a clear color because I don't want to like mess up the color. I think the color is perfect. Kind of funny how things change. Like, I used to wear lip gloss all the time. Like, that was the main thing I always wore. And now it's like rare an occasion that I reach for gloss. So now all you have to do is imagine me with a super tight ponytail like that. You can kind of see that looks more like Ariana. I'm just So I hope you guys liked this video, and of course, to any of you, if there's any of my viewers who are watching this right now who were in any way affected by the Manchester bombing, maybe whose friends or family or whatever are affected, like, my heart just goes out to you. Overall, we are very blessed to live where we do. We are very blessed to have the freedoms and the diversity that we have. I think that's one of the most wonderful things about living in a country with very diverse populations of all the different cultures and stuff. After things like that happen, maybe there's like, you know, people are afraid, and I just feel like you shouldn't be afraid to live your life the same way as always. So thank you guys so much for listening and for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to also hit the bell icon when you're subscribing. That's it. Bye guys.